What do you guys think about the latest problems happening today on YouTube? Now, granted, you may or may not have seen the live stream that I did earlier today where I was explaining some of the problems and glitches that were happening with YouTube videos and impressions and reach and views. Some of the back-end analytical data that was just missing that has seemingly returned, but on the desktop, it shows one thing, but on the YouTube Studio app on my Android, it shows something completely different. My wife, Michelle, SquirrelTribe, she uploaded a video as well on SquirrelTribe 2.0 talking about it.
Hey, good morning, SquirrelTribe 2.0. How are you guys doing? It is Saturday, my dudes. Listen, this is just a short little video to put up. I feel like there's something going on with the YouTube algorithm or YouTube in general today where videos are going up from numerous creators and it looks like basically they're just like flatlining. They're not getting the kind of views they're supposed to get. So this is my little test
Mainly
video to
as
see
a
if
helpful third opinion to this because I was seeing it on this channel, Kevin. I was seeing it on another channel, SquirrelTribe Life. And so she was another test on SquirrelTribe 2.0 to see if maybe the problem might have been isolated or widespread. My brother, he uploaded a video. I'm waiting on his response, but he showed me his 48-hour views and 60-minute views, and there was a sharp decline in those views when he showed them to me. So through that determination, we came to the unanimous decision that this was a widespread problem. I've even seen other YouTube content creators here recently sharing videos discussing the issue, the outage, the drop in views, impressions, the limited reach, the glitch, basically. I need to check and see if YouTube's updated Studio to say that it's a known issue or if Down Detector has any updates on it or if Team YouTube has any updates on it on Twitter. But more importantly, and Stephen Gardner, he sent me a message too, and he told me that he was experiencing some problems on his end as well. So granted, I would say that all of the channels that I have access to are of similar mindset in regard to the thought process and the overall message and delivery and somewhat topics that are discussed. But the question I have is, do you think that this problem that we're experiencing on YouTube is potentially connected to the type of content and the type of channel and the creator and the audience, for instance, you guys, and the type of content you view? Or do you think that this is just another hiccup behind the scenes at YouTube where they've made a mistake and the creators and the audience, the viewers are realizing that mistake in real time, and then maybe potentially their thoughts, their mind begins to wander and race and potentially come up with the most seemingly outlandish and ridiculous reasons behind why, besides the simple fact that maybe there's a mistake. Maybe there's just a glitch. I don't know. I have my opinions, and I'm pretty sure that as this channel continues to evolve to potentially reach more content creators, I'll probably share similarities in opinion with content creators behind a lot of the things that happen on and off the platform. Whereas currently, the way that the channel is set up and the audience is set up, I have a reasonable level of expectation that the initial reason behind probably almost anything happening, literally anything, you really have to, at that point, step back, put your tinfoil hat on, and just get ready for the unbelievable ideas and comments and suggestions and emails and other video link shares that you get when trying to analyze and logically determine the potential root cause analysis of a problem to determine what are you going to do next. Now, granted, some people are using this as a great opportunity to increase their reach, asking viewers to subscribe to other channels that they have, turn on alerts and notifications if they haven't, sending links to their Rumble account, sending links to their Twitter or X account, sending them all over the place. So YouTube has literally like done a great job at allowing creators to really like entice their viewers and their audience to seek them out on other platforms, which is amazing. One of the comments that I received actually says, this is actually a good thing for you, Kevin, because I was introduced to you because of this problem, and now you have a new subscriber. So yeah, that could be a plus. But is it really? Like, is it, is this the time to basically mislead and seemingly deceive your audience and your viewers to think that there's a huge catastrophic problem when there really may not be? Is that okay? Is it, never let a good crisis go to waste? Now, granted, there's the separate thought processes of it's okay to profit in a crisis versus is it okay to profit from a crisis? And honestly, I would have to say that this particular situation isn't what I would consider to be a crisis. So I just find it a little bit, disingenuous when I see folks using the opportunity as a way to leverage panic when really I think it should be used as an opportunity to educate and connect, to help versus scare. But that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm going about it all wrong. But again, like I said, as the channel continues to change and evolve, odds are I'll probably begin to connect more so with creators who truly, really want to know what's happening and how they can grow their channels and improve versus there's an issue, there's a known problem. Let me see who has answers. Oh, channels on YouTube with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, only to watch the video to realize they're not actually giving me an answer. They're just restating the problem and redirecting everyone off the platform somewhere else, which I got to tell you guys, if this issue was a result of the type of content that was created and you received any form of notification from YouTube that your channel was going to be negatively affected, whether it be demonetized or terminated, they'll explicitly tell you, do not try to redirect traffic elsewhere. It's a violation. It's a breach of the agreement. Therefore, one way to find out would be, is the channel you're watching still having ads shown on their videos? Because if so, they're not demonetized and they're not at risk of being demonetized. YouTube's not going to send you an email saying that you may be demonetized. They will send you warnings. They will give you ad suitability issues. They will give you strikes, but they're not going to say, hey, we don't like you sharing the truth, so we're going to demonetize you. That's not really how it works. So that would be the first thing. And then the second thing is, it's if you have multiple channels and then you're telling people, well, YouTube is going to, they're not happy with the content that I'm sharing and the information I'm sharing, so go check me out on another channel. YouTube would like literally shut down all your channels immediately. Like they would do that in seconds. So I highly doubt that is the case. I really do. But I do want to know what you guys think. I want to know your thoughts. I want to kind of get an idea and a gauge of literally like who's in the room, because I don't want every instance, every hiccup, every bump in the road, every headline. For instance, the Fed blackout. obviously that's going to be used in a way that's going to excite people and think that, oh, there's something wrong with the Fed, and they're going to black out, and the money's going to go away and the banks are going to steal all your money. But this is also what people want. It's almost like they want these problems to happen because those are the videos that get the most views. Those are the ones that get the most attention, the most clicks, the most shares, the ones that end up trending on Google, because it's almost like we can't get enough of a bad thing. Like we can't get enough of a problem. Whereas we could potentially have in this situation two sides of the coin. One side is YouTube has an issue, which they've had numerous times before, and there's content that's going to be created to help understand and potentially solve the problem. And there's going to be content that's created on the other side to restate the problem, continuously pump more stress and panic and anxiety and fear amongst those who's paying attention, or really at that point not paying attention, and redirect to a way in which they can convert a call to action, click a link, go somewhere else, support me, send me a super chat, super thanks. Which again, if your channel was any monetization issues, you wouldn't be able to accept super chat or super thanks. Donate to my PayPal or Cash App or whatever, or buy tickets to an event, or sign up and join my course, which we are going to do a live stream this evening, 8 o'clock Central. If you guys want to join, this is going to be a live stream primarily for content creators, YouTubers, aspiring, soon to be, interested in getting started, wanting to grow a channel, everything that's associated with it. But essentially, we're going to do a live stream later about that. Getting started, growing channels, courses, education, continuing education, strategies, tips, techniques, pros and cons, the whole everything. We got a lot that we need to discuss. And I will tell you this, I don't like courses. And the reason why I don't like courses is because they're not going to be really effective. Like, they may be somewhat effective in regard to YouTube. They may be somewhat effective because they can get you started and give you the basic understanding of how to create a channel, create content, upload it, optimize it, and titles and thumbnails and different SEO and back end, all that and the other, all the features like that could be done. However, this is a continuously evolving ecosystem, community, society, really is the way that they describe this algorithm, because the algorithm is people. And they say replace the word algorithm with audience, or replace the word algorithm with people. And essentially that's where we're at, right? So if you've got a course on how to start a channel, grow a channel, build a channel, get a lot of subscribers on YouTube, and let's just say that this course is like 5 years old, don't you think that things are a little bit different today than they are 5 years ago? I can tell you for a fact things are different today than they were 9-10 months ago. So I think the courses, I don't know. I wouldn't spend a lot of money on a course, because honestly, what you need is a network and a community to continuously have these discussions. Like, for instance, what we're doing right now, talking about today and what has happened. The YouTube platform. My food's ready, so I got to go. News, basically. It's forever evolving, updating, and changing. And new things happen all the time. So if we only were paying attention to what happened 5 years ago, where would we be today? We would be in the dark. We would be completely lost. So it really needs to be a day by day, or week by week, or month by month recap, similar to the Fed and how they analyze the economy and inflation and interest rates. But then also looking at it specifically from the angle of your channel, your videos, your content, your audience, your analytics, your data, because it's not always the same. And even if you did take a course and you did figure out how to get a channel started and you did get it going, if and when there's a change in the algorithm and people's interests and tastes in technology and competition or whatever it may be, well, that course isn't going to help you, because that course literally just got you started. So you really need a group of like-minded people doing what you do, potentially in other audience groups and niche categories where ideas can be shared and bounced off of one another to help everyone figure out the best plan and course of action to ultimately succeed in what they're trying to do from this point moving forward, and so on and so forth. It's just my thought. We have industries out there, careers. You guys know certain professionals have to continue with continuing education because it never stops. Codes change, laws change, rules change, everything, regulations change all the time. So you have to stay current. But that's just a little bit of me sharing with you about my thoughts on courses. I'm not here trying to sell a course or sell a membership or anything, but I will say that the way that I work with people in my circle is on a continuous basis of continuously analyzing their content and their channels and everything, because it's always changing and evolving. And that's the best way that I've seen to be the most effective in staying ahead of the curve. But like I said, what are your thoughts? What do you guys think about what's happened today? YouTube, is this specifically targeted? Is this a widespread problem? Is this only against certain truth tellers? Which I'm gonna tell you right now, most of the people out here telling you the truth that everyone else is lying to you are probably the same people who are lying to you. But we can have that discussion some other time if you're ready to have that conversation. But what do you guys think? Let me know. Drop a comment down below. I'm gonna go eat.